It's very interesting, folks. Um, One of the best managers on Wall Street, I won't say, her name, somebody that I respect a great deal. She's an amazing manager. She's, like everybody else, she has some, she's wrong. She makes some bad calls, like we all do, and makes some good calls. But she's a very thoughtful manager. And what I mean by thoughtful is very calculating, great analytics, and so on and so forth. But anyway, last year I found that it was interesting. Just came out this morning. She was down 22% negative last year. I only say that to point out, look, the best, even the best, have those kinds of days. Now, I would suspect, based on surveys, that the vast, vast majority of you were up unless you got in late in the market and you just got in for the first time last year. But if you've been in the market for the last 2 years or even the last 12 months, you probably were somewhat positive. And not a lot, but you were positive if you just got in this last year, 12 months ago. But, I think in the long run, and I have no way of knowing this, I don't know for certain, but I got to believe in the long run, we're probably going to do as good, if not better, just being kind of steady as she goes. And there's a lot of value in that. And some of you don't think that, that's fine. And if you don't think that, please don't spend money partnering with our ministry because it's not going to help you. It's not going to give you what you want. But, I want to believe, and I got more confirmation about this besides this person from another person today. But I want to believe that by the grace of God, I've been a very good stock picker, and have been for many, many years. And that's really, really helped. And I think it's just my style of economics and the behavioral side of things. I don't think this year is going to be any difference. I think that we'll continue to plug along, even though we feel like we're getting beat up right now. Remember, I said on my website this morning under the partner side of the page, I said we've got 4 more weeks. We got to get through 4 more weeks. In 4 more weeks, we will be at the end of earnings season. And I think that's going to give us an awful lot of insights as to where things are going to end up for the year based on where things are at the end of this earnings season. I think there have been some surprises this earnings season. The question is, will there be more surprises yet to come that are going to be dramatic on a downside? I don't see us headed into a recession this year. I will say that one thing that yesterday showed us was at about 2:00 yesterday, that nothing has changed in that when we get into correction and we get into a correction mode and things continue to turn down, that buyers are more than willing and ready to start pouring in. And that's what they did yesterday after 2:00. They started to pour in. And the buying far, far exceeded the selling. And we end up in a positive mode. Now we have a little bit of a Fed fear on right now, fearful of what the Fed might do or might say. The point is that we continue steady as she goes. We trust our plan. We follow the diversification to a T, and we're going to be fine. When we look at some of the big losses, most of them are sector driven. It is rather odd. It would be considered rather odd that as broad as the downturn was, it did not impact energy, which is always one that gets impacted. So look, there's always bright spots, and there usually will be until you get into a real solid recession. Then it's very broad based. So I think we're doing the right things. We keep, but let's wait 4 more weeks. We'll be at the end of the earnings season. Why? Because I think we'll learn a lot. I think we're going to learn about a lot about what the future might be. You know, what lies ahead, and I think that'll be key.
Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.